Hey guys, welcome to my daily video. I just wanted to do a little intro because I wasn't happy with the one I had. Today we will just take a close look at problems. We will search for problem. We will look at every plant and decide, does this thing have the right size to flower? What does it need? Did it have a poor spot over winter? Or maybe there's a urgent repotting situation that needs to be done. Maybe not enough water, not enough fertilizer last year. All these things can cause non-flowering the next season. So we will take a close look at a few selected plants that I want to push a little bit, that I want to push with you. We will pick out a few plants and I will explain why I see potential in them. And then we will try to get them to flower, despite the fact that they were doing so poorly at the beginning. A lot of them didn't look like they might be flowering in 3 or 4 years. And now they already have flower buds this year. So now's the time when you can make a big difference. Now you can change things for the better. And if you have a good grow space with light, with sun, you can do wonders with that. Around this time, early spring, when you're going into the flowering season, then you pick the best spots for the plants that need more light, need more love. You spray them, you water them a lot. Everything they need, you give them. All right, let's have a look for the problems. I want you guys to keep an eye on the plants that we are pushing right now, because I want you to see the progress on them, because they were actually not looking good. They were terrible spots, no sign of flowering, and now they have been taken to outside, better spots, more light, more water, a little bit of fertilizer, and now they are already starting with the flower budding, with the flower formation and all. You can see there. And keep them in mind, because I want to show them again in maybe a month from now, when they are probably close to flowering. This one here I'm pushing. This is a Gräser follow-up hybrid. Willis Gerüchte, I think. Ruffled flowers, but the way the body looks, these must get a little bit taller to flower, but maybe we are lucky. Some of them look like it might work. And this one here is flowering for the first time. I'm so happy that I can finally know if I can sort it out or not. This is from the cross Flying Saucer crossed with Echinopsis obrepanda zweifarbig. Bee-colored Echinopsis obrepanda. Both parents are great, so this could be great too. But you never know. Yeah, let's have a look. This is the size that I want to push now, because these could theoretically flower. We just need to push them. Not all will make it, especially the smaller ones, but a few of these we will get to flower this year, and it will tell us a lot about the cross. It will help us to sort out poor crosses. This one I want to push. I want to push the ones that are medium sized here. Now inside the greenhouse, I want to show you the plants that I personally picked out, because I wasn't happy with their progress. So these in particular, they were probably shaded by other plants or just forgotten a little bit last year. So they need more love and attention. And I am spraying these a few times a week, just to get them back on top, to give them enough water, to use the pH buffer to make sure that the pH is correct, which often is a problem, especially with older soil, with older pots that haven't been, where the soil hasn't been changed in quite some time. And the stuff behind there, these I want to push. Everything that's here in center. Apart from that, most are flowering already. I just try to At this point of the season, right at the beginning, I still try to course correct whatever I can. And now it makes perfect sense. Now you can change something for the better. Of course, you shouldn't take a plan from a great spot where it does great and put it elsewhere in a worse spot. You just try to improve the spots of the plans that are doing poorly, that are staying behind. You can always look for the actual reasons when you have them out, but that by that time they have recovered, they are doing better, and it gives the plant a little bit more energy to make it through a repotting later if necessary. You gotta inspect the roots anyway on a regular basis, and therefore, these we will push. This is the type of stuff where you can make the difference. Same with Lobivia. I've been moving them around a lot at the beginning of the season, but now they stay here. Here's one that I wanna push a little bit, and it's already started to flower. I will repot it in the next days, but I do not have the pots yet. And this is one that I want to push, and you can see it started flowering already. Now that I moved it to a better spot, it was just a poor spot. With these Candyans hybrids, which pink stripes, all these colorful hybrids are, they need full sun to do well. And on the top shelf, they usually do best for me. And everything else, when you have one of these in between larger columns, it just sucks. It's just bad. Don't do it. In the end, the plant has spots all over and doesn't flower properly. You can see the difference now that we moved it into another spot where it suddenly does so much better, you know. These on the shady spots, I want to put a little bit more energy in, because they need it right now. The spot isn't great, but I'm just out of full sun spots here. Everything's crooked, so you can't just put the seedlings on the ground. You would have to even out the area here. And that's a lot of work. In here, everything on the top shelf gets better treatment now. They are also priority because either they looked bad, had spots, and are on the shelf because of that reason, or they weren't flowering properly, and now they are. A lot of them. They need a little bit more time, but you can already see that the flower bud thing has started already. It really doesn't take a lot, but they need to get the signal that it's finally flowering time. And top shelf does that a lot. And here, most of the hybrids on that shelf are stuff like Candyans hybrids, Gräser hybrids, Lobivia, Arboricola, Echinopsis, everything that needs a little bit more love, maybe a little bit more sun. Yep. So in here, just wanted to do another update. Pushing this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Everything that's not flowering. I already moved them to better spots, and if anything else is necessary, then we'll do that too. A lot of water, obviously. They get a lot of water. I spray them with just water on a regular basis, and every now and then they get a little bit of fertilizer, but not much. Now it's more the time to water them, to give them enough resources to grow the flowers. And I mean, it becomes obvious that if you give a plant the good spot and you give it this kind of care, they will do great. The plants that are not doing perfectly right now are usually the ones that had problems from winter, or we just had poor spots, which is a problem for every breeder. You just have have blind spots in the greenhouse on in your setup. On some spots it's everything looks bad. I have the same problems here. This one is looking kind of nice and I want to repot it. But just look at it and the size of the pot. This is a very small pot. And it's doing nice, right? I mean, it's healthy. You just gotta make sure that there's no shortage of water. So you just get busy more often. In here, obviously, I have been pushing this one, this one, this one. Yeah, the ones behind there. Everything that has grown so nicely but isn't flowering yet. These here have outgrown the drought from last year and are now back at flowering. Very happy about those. Yeah, and I'm focusing on everything in between. Just giving them, trying to improve the spot where they are, trying to make a little bit of space or spray them with water on a regular basis. Of course, plant extracts would kind of do well in some cases. I'm sure there are plenty of different ones that you could use here in such a situation, just to improve the general health. You could do this completely organically. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. But I'm quite pleased with the greenhouse here. I mean, this is a really good spot, and the plants have come out so nicely. This one is flowering, I've seen. This is a graft. Yeah. And these probably not yet, but it will happen. And those in the back, I've been pushing too, and I've seen that one of them is flowering now. Everything that was there looked bad, and now it's getting great. I'm very pleased with the results here. These I've been showing repeatedly because I wanna show you what you can get out of them, despite having a rough winter. I mean, the winter here was pretty nasty. Finding plants that have potential is your whole job at this point, because in maybe 2 or 3 weeks it might already be too late. They take a while until you have them in flower. Yeah, and at some point the inner urge to flower just goes away, because you also need to have time to grow the fruit. And if they do not have enough time to grow the fruit in the season, they might not flower at all. They might produce a flower fluff and not act on it. Okay, yeah, more videos like this are coming soon. We are doing a lot of practical stuff now. These are perfect examples. Actual flowering size plants. But they have been in a bad spot over winter. It's always the same problems, and it comes down to space issues. You cannot give all plants exactly the same kind of care sometimes. Every greenhouse is different, and every greenhouse has its own blind spots, dark corners, areas where there's no water because the plants are blocking it.